Good morning, everybody. My name is Juan Lozada, and I'm an upcoming senior at Caribbean High School.
And we're the Thrivers for Healthy Survivors because we're trying to advocate the importance of thriving for healthy wellness and being. So yeah, thriving and thriving.
All right, so we're gonna advocate healthy sleeping, healthy diet, and physical exercise. So we're focusing on these three specific topics because we want to encourage our local communities to take an active role and make informed decisions about their health care.
These three factors are part of our everyday health living and wellness.
Alright, so reason why sleeping is good for you, it helps support healthy brain functions, helps support your physical exercise, and it's like food to your brain, so yeah. And it also helps you stay focused at school and work. Alright, so there's a lot of negative effects that can happen when you have sleep, such as car crash while you sleep at work or school, so don't face a little video for you guys.
This man was very sleepy. He had a long day at work or a long shift, and he was very drowsy. So the video kind of showed how he was driving, and then in like a matter of seconds, his eyes were like closing and opening, and a car crash happened, and like he flipped over, and it was very brutal. So sleep is very important, whether you're driving or at work.
So ongoing sleep deficiency can increase the risk of high blood pressure, obesity, aging skin, and stroke. So here are some questions you should ask yourself if you think you might have sleep deficiency. So give you guys quick seconds to just go over these. And if you guys answered yes to any of these questions, you guys should consider a full, complete sleep evaluation because it can harm you over time. So, sleep deficiency affects everybody from all ages and groups, from all races as well. So here's a chart that recommends the amount of sleep that you should be getting according to your age. And as you can see, as you get older, you have less sleeping time. Yes. And most of the people with lack of sleep are college students, office workers, truck drivers, because they feel the increasing pressure of hard work. They're hard to improve their hard work and dedication and a better competition for longer and longer hours.
Okay, so now our next topic, which was healthy diet. So what we eat impacts not only our performance at work, but really in anything we do and anywhere we are. And it affects how you think, your cognitivity, your memory, and your working skills. And the most important thing is how you start off your day, and that's eating breakfast because that affects how you are functioning. So here's just a sample. There's more on your handouts, and it's a few breakfast recipes, and they're not really that complicated. It's few ingredients and just some simple steps, and they're really healthy, not that many calories to start off your day. So healthy diet. Ever since we were basically born, we were taught that there are different varieties of food we should have on our plate. So there was the healthy pyramid, now we have our healthy plate, and we should have these different varieties of food on there. So fruits and vegetables, whole grain foods, low fat or fat free milk, and fish, poultry, meat, and so on. So healthy eating habits. These are really important because your day should really have 3 well-balanced meals. So also eat smaller portions. Don't eat like a bunch of salad and a bunch of ranch on it. So yeah, it's healthy, but not if you put a bunch of ranch. So eat fewer fats, oils, and sweets. Limit your butter, your oils, and cookies and cakes. And then read food labels. That's very important because you might see it says only 60 calories, and then in like really tiny writing it says per piece or per 5 pieces. So just pay attention to that. And then also limit fried food. So try to have a healthier option such as grilling, steaming, baking. Instead of French fries, eat baked potatoes. And so healthy diet. These are the amount of calories you should try not to exceed. for example, what I really liked was snacks. So snacks shouldn't exceed 200 calories. And I have a lot of snacks throughout my days. And what was interesting to me is, so this one Hershey bar is 220 calories. And that's a lot compared to other healthier options. And the healthier you eat, it's also more portions. So there's 2 bars compared to one Hershey bar, and these are 90 calories each. So that's only 180 calories for both of these compared to one Hershey bar, which is 220 calories. So also pay attention to that. So these are some tips for snacks to eat at work. You can also do it at school or anywhere. So here are a few like crackers, fruits, carrots, healthy eating habits. These are what we could try to limit and what we could replace them with. So instead of eating chips or fries or chocolate bars, we could eat bagels or fast yogurt. And then drinks. So drinks, this is very important because drinks are the main high calorie effect we have. So it's also the main cause of our obesity epidemic and our diabetes epidemic. And there are a few statistics here, and the one that I really thought was interesting was that from 1977 to 2001, almost half of the Americans, so 43%, had their extra calories from drinks. So not even from food, but from drinks. So that's very important. Try to stick to water, right here. So instead of Coke or sports drinks, Monsters are good for you, have water or iced teas. And then here, we kind of went around to see how Kaiser is even advocating for healthier choices. So in the cafeteria, they're talking about healthier drinking and what they're doing to our cafeteria, such as taking out saturated fats and giving us healthier drinks.
Physical exercise. So our presentations for the workforce. So we stated a few examples. For example, instead of taking the elevator, we have the stairs. Also, during your break time, instead of being on your phone, because I've seen people a few times for employees on their phones, they could go for a walk. And stretching in your cubicle. If you have a cubicle, stretching in your work area. And these are 3 examples of stretching. And stretching is good for you, so most days people should stretch. Benefits. So physical exercise is good for your health. It also improves your strength. Exercise boosts up your energy, and exercise also helps your calm your mind. So we're going to advocate this project not only to our community but also to our local churches. We're planning on, when we go back to school, to contact our health teacher and see when can we go to show this slide to the classes and see how we could improve the community.
And these are the different ways we could do it, how we're going to contact them, when we're going to contact them, and the different places. So not only to our Kaiser peers and employees, but to our own families, taking back to our own communities. We're from different communities, so that's like 3 different communities. And yeah, just try to advocate the importance of that. So thank you to everyone, to our supervisors and peers.
Healthy starters, and I want them coming to here every single day as well.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Adelaide Ramirez. I'm from California High School. And my name is Mike Jacob, and I recently graduated from A.B. Miller High School, which is located in Montana.
And our slogan is make the choice, feel it yours, and our main focus is on keeping a healthy lifestyle.
Why we choose a healthy lifestyle? There are a lot of reasons why we choose to live longer, to influence our children, grandchildren, and most of all, it's the right thing to do. And Peter's mentality, her graph was like around still. Sleeping right. Sleep is important. Sleep is very important because it's the way you wake up in a better mood. You're not drowsy. You come to work, school, or whatever you're planning to do throughout your day. Because if you didn't have a good night's rest, you constantly throughout your day will think about, oh, when am I going to sleep? You're just distracted. There's a chart of oversleeping and undersleeping. If you sleep a lot, like more than 8 hours, 9, you could, one of the main ones is depression and like insomnia. And yeah, that's not good. And then on the right side, if you lack sleep, you are not focused, you're distracted, you're at work, not concentrating at work. You can make mistakes if you lack sleep and you're driving home from work. You can cause into car accidents because you're not mentally stable to function. So if I influence you guys about sleeping and making better choices in sleeping, I recommend taking naps throughout your day. Like say you have like a 2-hour break, lunch, an hour, and you need your nap. Maybe you should take a nap during your lunch. Or yeah, between the hours of 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. because it's better for your body. That way your body's not confused later on at night and you sleep throughout your night. You're not waking up at night. So yeah, better for your body.
Healthy exercising. Why is exercise important? Well, it improves your health and it reduces various health issues such as obesity and diabetes, and it also improves their self-esteem and mood. So I'm pretty sure everyone wants to come to work in a good mood, which if you decide to exercise at least 30 minutes a day, you will release this chemical called dopamine, which you can call your happy chemical. Who doesn't want to be happy? Who wants to come to work all drowsy and like, don't talk to me, like please don't. I'm not into it today, don't do it. So dopamine is your best friend, your happy chemical. Yes. Too much versus too little. Risk of too much exercise, you can over-exercise, sorry guys. You can, tear your ACL, you hear that a lot in like the basketball community as far as on TV and stuff like that. Heart failure, so don't work yourself too hard. Work yourself at least 30 minutes a day, because it's not that hard. I mean, you're at work half of the day, but you can at least, get your blood flowing a little bit, make your your workplace a little more interesting. Just a little bit, it's not that hard. And risk of too little exercise. Muscle atrophy, just like this guy right here, just sitting down, so his muscles just all flabbing, he's not doing anything. Like, get active. Like, don't you want to live longer for your children or your nieces or your nephews? Like, it's not that hard. Think about yourself right now, but also think about your future self. Because, you want to go on, like, trips to the Bahamas and go hiking. You don't want to be old. They're like, Grandpa, can you come with me on this ride right here? You be like, oh, baby, I can't do it today. You want to be energized. What's a healthy exercise? A healthy exercise is, you can be at your cubicle, do some stretches. Ooh, y'all didn't hear that. Sorry. Exercising. 1, 2. It's not that hard. At least 20 or 30 minutes out of your day. It's not that hard. Come on now. Think about your future self. These are some examples of some of the exercises you can do at your cubicle. This guy is getting it on, getting this little workout. He's going to get his legs all buff, for the ladies and out the beach sometimes, some crunches and planks and squats. Ladies, y'all know y'all been to them squats. So, some simple exercises too. Yeah.
I'll talk about.
Oh.
Alright, I'll talk about healthy dieting. So why is your diet important? Well, first of all, it prevents your loss of muscle strength, bone mass, and other vitamin deficiency states, because without a proper diet, you're not going to get enough nutrients and good nutrition. And if you stick to like a fast food diet, you're most likely going to have all these problems. And more importantly though, it prevents life-threatening diseases or illnesses, and also helps control or treat chronic illnesses. And the most common one would probably be diabetes, because with the proper nutrition, with the proper nutrition going into your body, you can regulate your blood sugar. And if you want to prevent the onset of that, you should probably stick to a healthy diet. So sugar is king. The reason why I say sugar is king is because a lot of food industries and manufacturers, they tend to feed us sugar. We're the consumers, and we just unconsciously just take in a lot and a whole ton of sugar. And that's what the food industry wants, because that's how they make the money. The thing is, we're supposed to, the recommended added sugar daily, we're supposed to get, for men, is 35 grams, and for women, it's only 27.5 grams. But the truth is, the average American eats 88 grams of sugar, added sugar daily, and 1 can of soda is almost 39 grams. And there's like a whole ton of other added sugar, like fast food and yogurt. Like eating all those, they have a ton of added sugar. So calories and nutrients. A lot of people overlook nutrients and they think calories like the main thing. Like I know at my school, if you tell your friend like, oh, guess what? Like I ate like 6,000 calories last night. Your friends will be like, dude, you eat so much. But if you tell them like, dude, guess what? Yesterday I got like 200% of my daily serving of vitamin C. They'll be like, oh, okay. The thing is, calories they're just units of energy. And guess what? If you have too many calories, like say you got 6,000 calories, if you don't burn them all off, all that excess calories, they're gonna like convert into like more like fat cells. You're gonna get more B's. So nutrients is the main key thing because they're the natural essentials that your body needs. Protein, calcium, vitamin, potassium, all that, your body needs that. So what does a healthy meal look like? That little plate in the right corner, it shows like a pretty good proportion of what your dinner plate should look like, or your meal plate. But generally, you want to eat more low energy dense foods. So foods with high volume, with low calories, so vegetables, fruits, they're a huge source of fiber, and that fiber is what keeps you really full actually. And you want to avoid high energy dense foods, which is the exact opposite with low volume, high calories. So like fat, fried food, sweets. You want some dairy foods, because they're like your main sources of calcium, which is for your bone. You want some sources of protein for your muscle, but you don't want too much or too little of all of them, because too much will be sick, too little, guess what, you'll be sick too. So how much should you eat? I wrote down there, it depends on how active of a person you are, because if you were like a huge NBA star, huge athletic guy, you have to eat more calories or more nutrients, because you're exercising all day. Without enough calories, you won't have enough energy. And if you want to diet though, you should eat less than what you normally eat. And that means to decrease your portion sizes for every meal. But this doesn't mean to skip a meal, because if you skip one meal, guess what? You're going to be tired, you're going to be sleepy, you're going to be drowsy. And some healthy alternatives were water. Water, like, you need it. You don't need cola, you don't need Sprite. With water, like, your body needs the water, because without water, all that chemical reactions going inside your body, they're not gonna happen without water. And if you want to eat candy, just eat fruits. 10,000 years ago, we didn't have candy. All our ancestors ate fruits. But if you can't eat fruits alone, you should try for the fruit smoothies. But if you're like an absolute soda addict, you should gradually cut down on a weekly basis.
So, how are we going to advocate? So I'm pretty sure everyone in this room is very family oriented. So why not start with yourself? It may take, a lot of motivation and determination each day for you to, accomplish, a healthy lifestyle, but you can do it. You can advocate to your, like I said, your nieces or your nephews or, your grandkids. It's not that hard. So once you decide to live that healthy lifestyle, you can advocate to, your younger siblings or your family members. So, yeah.
And it could also definitely advocate to school athletic teams, because so many people are like engaged in sports. The thing is, like what Martin said, without a proper diet, you can't expect to have like a good performance, because you have all that margin issues. But get rid of that, and you'll have like your health is key for your performance.
School clubs as well. You can walk around school and leave flyers. You could walk by the library. You would go into your classmates to work on your library. Influence people, set the example. People who end up walking into you and asking you, how do you do things? And it's like,
That concludes our presentation.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Danny Lopez and I'm a producing at SYEP Academy.
And we're the Healthy Heart Workers.
So our slogan is a healthy heart is a thriving heart. So to start off, our topic itself is healthy workforce. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about some tips. You guys can reference the flyers that I passed out. So drink water, it's important. I know a couple of other groups said it, but it's really good to drink water at least 30 minutes before you eat because it kind of fills you up a little bit so you can watch your calorie intake. On the flyer and as well as our board, you will see pictures of infused water. That's a way to get the flavor and from the juice that you would drink that has tons of calories when you can just infuse your water with fruit and there's no calories, there's no added sugars, but it tastes as if it is. So that's a good alternative for sodas or juices or anything like that. So make a change. There's this organization called Snack Nation that a lot of offices do, and basically it's a monthly subscription and you pay for that box up on the left-hand side, and it's a box filled with healthy snacks. So instead of paying for that monthly subscription, get together with your department and plan it out, go shopping together, set a list so everyone has a turn monthly, and put that in your break room, and it'll be just a healthy alternative instead of going downstairs to the cafeteria, to the vending machines, and getting chips, get granola bars, and just make a change within your department. Start small, and just make change. So material motivation, again, referencing the flyers. My supervisor, Cynthia, assigned me a little project to do while I was here this 8 weeks to create healthy tips and post them around the 6th floor. So it's motivation. If people see it in the break room, there's colors all over, you guys can look at it. There's a lot of pictures. It's gonna actually draw people to actually look at it and read it, especially the infused water one. The water looks beautiful and it makes people want to try it. That's gonna make me want to try it. So it's good to put up flyers, not only in your office space, but at school. I know teenagers, we don't tend to look at things like that, but if you do put some color on it, make it bold, and it will stand out and it will motivate people to make a change. So also take a break. Like I said, our topic is around healthy workforce. So a lot of us, I know myself, that I started working here at Kaiser, I don't take my breaks all the time, which I know I should, and you have to get up from your desk, you have to stretch, practice good posture. It's not good to be slouching at your desk or even when standing. Go talk with a coworker, go on your break with a coworker together, take a walk around the building, socialize. It's good to just get away from your desk sometimes because we're always just in the zone on our computers, which isn't healthy at all for you. And now we went around the 6th floor and we filmed a few of the employees up there, and this is just a 2-minute video to show different tips that we recommend.
video like kind of has to go with. So exercising at work. You guys all saw me and Daniel. We were the ones actually in the video exercising in the health wellness center right here in front. So you need to be able to take advantage of places like that. You guys have this in your office. You guys can come downstairs during your break, during your lunch hour, and actually go and do a little 10-minute exercise. Something small, but something to get you guys moving. Because as we all know, you're all at your desk, probably sitting typing away for hours on end. And another thing is you guys need to make sure that you guys take the stairs. Raise a hand. How many of you guys took the stairs to come down here? That's way too little. That's shame on you guys. No. You guys need to make sure you guys take the step and do it instead of like tomorrow. Instead of saying you will tomorrow, do it today. There should be way more hands than that. It's like, so here are just some exercising tips. I know Ryan Matsunaga, our Toastmasters co-leader, he mentioned that he brings his bike to work, and that I give him props for that because I know that not many people do. And that's one of the biggest tips that I have for all of you, to maybe find other ways of transportation. I know none of you, or most of you don't live close to Pasadena or in the area that you're able to walk to work, maybe bike to work or something like that. But take a step and actually try it for once. Take time out of your day and actually do something for yourself. It's going to benefit you in the long run. It's not just for right now. It's going to be for your future as well. So snacking, off of what Brittany said, make meetings with your coworkers in your floor, your departments, and try to organize a schedule to when people can bring certain snacks. Maybe someday you can bring healthy carrots, fresh carrots, lettuce, something like that. Another day you bring granola bars, healthy yogurt, other things like that. But be the one, you be the one, and actually initiate that conversation with your coworker. Your next door, in your office mate, I guess you would say, go up to them, tell them, do you want to bring something tomorrow? I can bring lettuce. You want to bring carrots? You be the one to say it. So healthy options. Clearly, we all know, yes, the cafeteria has gotten better over the past few weeks, past month. It's gotten better as far as giving us more healthy options. I see green apples, red apples, everything's there fresh. Yes, that's good. But you might want to be able to shop outside. You want to do that maybe during the weekend when you have time. And I know Pasadena here, maybe like 2 or 3 blocks down, they have a farmer's market every Sunday. Make that a day. Make that every day and go out and actually shop for yourself for the week. Get some farmer fresh lettuce, tomato, anything, and bring it into work. And you can incorporate that to what I just said with organizing with your office mates.
Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about the importance of heart health and ways to keep your heart healthy. The heart is one of the most important organs in your body, and it pumps blood, which contains nutrients all over your body, so it's up to you what you want to put in it. Heart disease has taken the lives of millions of people all around the world, so doctors recommend a Mediterranean-style diet, which consists of a bounty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats. Studies show that following a Mediterranean-style diet reduces the risk of death from heart disease and cancer. The key components of a Mediterranean-style diet is eating plant-based foods, such as fruits and vegetables and whole grains. And the diet discourages saturated fats and trans fats, both of which contribute to heart disease. The Mediterranean-style diet has many health benefits. Olive oil contains a type of fat that lowers cholesterol levels, and nuts and fish, such as salmon and tuna, contain omega-3 fatty acids, which lowers blood pressure and decreases blood clotting. The key to heart health is not only a healthy diet, but you also need daily physical exercise. If you like to walk or you like to jog, that is fine. Or playing your favorite sport, that's fine, as long as you're keeping your body active. Studies suggest that walking 30 minutes a day adds 3 years to your life and improves your heart health. Physical exercise has many health benefits. Physical exercise lowers blood pressure and reduces the risk of getting type 2 diabetes. And studies show that inactive people are nearly twice as likely to develop heart disease as the people who are physically active. So what I suggest is getting off the phone or getting off your couch and going for a walk or a jog, because that can change your life.
So how will we be advocates for this? Our high school is the Applied Technology Center as shown on the slide. There, as you can tell by the name, it's all about technology. Everyone has their own laptop. The teachers there aren't called teachers, they're facilitators. So I've noticed, and so have my two partners noticed, that at our school, people tend to, the teachers, the facilitators tend to have bad posture while using the laptops. The kids too, the students. So we want to take it back and put up flyers around the whole entire school. That's one of the big things there at our high school. There's flyers, there's posters everywhere. So we want to go ahead and do that and teach the facilitators, that way they can set an example for the incoming freshmen and everyone else who comes into our school.
So going off of what Brittany said, there are programs that in my school, in our school, that actually encourage health wellness, and the program that I'm involved with is called HOSA, which stands for Health Occupation Students of America, and that's kind of the whole deal. The whole point of it is to help students develop their wellness and learn more about the whole health system in general. That's a part of it. So why not take it upon ourselves and actually show them this presentation, this poster board, the flyers that we made, and show them how they can improve their own health.
And what I can do at home is spread the word to my family about healthy living, and also to my schools. Put posters around the schools, and also use the PA system to really get the word out, and so I can advocate.
We just wanted to thank everyone for being here, and our departments as well, and everyone on the 6th floor who helped us create that little video.
So, my name is Andy Gallardo. I am the Regional Director of Fitness for Kaiser Permanente. So my job is what you guys are all talking about, and I'm sitting back there going, man, you guys are making me look bad. And to be perfectly honest with you, Regina caught me crying a couple times because you guys are our future, and you got it figured out. And if I could get the people in this building to behave and talk the way you guys talk, I would probably be out of a job. But it would be worth it. And so when you guys graduate college, call me. I want you here. I need you back here. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And from the get-go, there's so many things that you guys just got spot on. And some of it was humorous, some of it was serious. You know, I loved the very first presentation, and you ended it with the picture of the girls in the clothes. And you know, Regina and I just went to a fitness conference like last week, and so I'm over like looking at all the cool weights, and Regina's like, "Isn't this blouse cute?" You know? But that's what motivates her, and it was awesome. And you know, you guys put that up there, and you hit it right on the head. And the gentleman that talked about the food in high school, you know, if I knew now what I needed to know in high school, look out. I mean, I played sports in high school. You know what I did? I had this crazy notion that I needed to kind of starve myself all day long. I'd be lighter because I wouldn't have any food in me, and I'd be faster and quicker. And to make matters worse, before a game, I would have like a Snickers and a Coke. So I would spike myself up and get all caffeine and wired. And to this day, I think I still hold the CIF basketball record for the fastest person to fell out of a game. Because I would get in and just be like, ah, oh, come on. Because, you know, I was just a mess. I knew nothing about food. And, you know, and it's just so important. And what I tell people, and what Regina and I tell people is, everyone is an athlete, and you have to prepare like an athlete. You have to think about your food. And maybe what that means is you have to take some extra steps. And you know, people laugh at me all the time because I carry like this igloo cooler around like a construction worker. It's because I bring the food that I need, because I know if I rely on others to give me food, it might be chips, it might be pizza, it might be soda, and that might be all there is. So I always make sure I have those choices. You know, one of the hardest things you're gonna have in your efforts is your own family. You know, my own family is in very poor health, and it's my mom and dad. And, you know, I struggle because I'm like, Mom and Dad, do you know what I do for a living? you know, my dad is diabetic, and I think my mom's trying to kill him because she always has cake, cookies, you know, soda, and, you know, and my kids eat very healthy, and my mom thinks I'm nuts. She thinks I deprive them of like ice cream, and I don't. My kids eat the way they eat because we eat as a family and they see how we eat. My kids are also, they're 10 and 12, and they are the most super fit, high functioning athletes I know, and it's because we give them good food. And I don't say that to brag, I say that because when you give kids good food and you give them the tools necessary, the sky's the limit.
They're also happy, by the way. They're cute.
And my 12-year-old is a nationally ranked cross-country runner, 12 years old. He's number 30 in the entire nation. And I can't run to save my life, so I don't know where he gets it. But he is constantly like looking at things like, too much sugar. The kid's 12, you know. And so for those of you that mentioned working with kids, man, God bless you. Keep it up and keep doing it, and know that it's not going to be easy, but don't ever let that deter you from what you're doing, because it is so important. As you get into college, I know college is a lot different than when I went, and I me too, but you know, when I went to college, the big thing was something called the freshman 15, okay, because I'll refer to my college now as old school. Old school days, you had like a cafeteria. There wasn't all this fast food on the campuses the way there is now, and you got like a meal card, and you would go into that cafeteria. Basically, you could eat whatever you wanted. And for a kid like me, I never went to anything that was all you can eat. And so we'd be getting hamburgers and pizza. And what you do in college is, you know, if you're an athlete or you're active, not so much of a big deal. But if you're not in those categories, you're sitting in a lot of classes. And you're sitting in the library. And you're sitting in places where you study. So your movement goes down a little bit. So be super, super careful in college, and, you know, really seek out the opportunity to find healthy food, because it's not always there. You know, I love that you talk about your neighborhoods and your communities. It is just so important. You know, I live in a cul-de-sac, and the people in my cul-de-sac are not very healthy. And it's kind of a joke that when we have dinner parties at our house, people come over and eat dinner, and then they go back to their house and cook food for themselves, you know, like for their kids mostly. And it's kind of funny, but it's kind of sad, because these kids in my neighborhood are very sick. You know, our neighbor who is 10 years old weighs 240 pounds. And forget appearance, forget all the harsh stuff that happens to kids. She has ear infections, she has skin problems, she constantly has a cold. And it's right there in front of us, and I can't do anything about it. The other kid across the street from me doesn't eat any vegetables. At 9 years old, he broke his hip. Do you know how hard it is to break your hip at 9 years old when your bones are growing? No milk, no calcium, no dairy, no veggies, and it's hard. And so we have these dinner parties, and people kind of laugh and entertain, and then they leave and they go back and order pizza. You know, we just laugh, and, you know, we're not going to change who we are and what we do. But just know that it's really hard. You know, if there's one thing that I will tell you can do for your family, your friends, your neighborhood, and your communities, is just right here, right now, get rid of soda completely. Diet soda, any kind of soda, it is all the same. It does horrible things to you. And in fact, diet soda is actually worse than regular soda, okay? Because those artificial sweeteners trick your mind into making you hungry and making you crave more salt, more fat, and more sugar. Okay, so it actually does you a disservice. I will never say this in a large group, but if you were going to drink a soda, just drink the regular thing. At least it's going to keep you full longer. But you know, I had the opportunity to meet Jillian Michaels a while back, and from The Biggest Loser, and she's a trip, man. There was somebody drinking a soda, and she was like, whack, you know. You gotta stop that, and that's how passionate she is about it. I'm not trying to pick on any company or any particular product, but just get rid of it. It does so much harm to this country and to this society, and it's something I work on with my own family. That is one little thing that you can do, okay, to make a major, major difference. This work for you is gonna be hard, okay? my kids, ironically, when my kids go to school and eat lunch and they eat very healthy, I was always worried that they would be teased by other kids. You know who teases them? The adult volunteers, like the people that walk the lunch yard. They're like, oh my gosh, you eat that? And I never would have expected that, okay? But it's going to be difficult. You know, we took regular soda out of the cafeteria a while back, and ironically, I had nothing to do with it, but because I'm the healthy workforce guy, people thought I did it, and I would get accosted in the parking lot, like, you're the guy that took my soda away, so now I gotta walk all the way over there to AM/PM and all the way back, you know? And I was like, whoa, I'm like, these people wanted to fight me, you know? And but ironically, in the end, as time went on, these same people that were, you know, getting up in my face are like, you know what, I owe you an apology. I lost 7 pounds since you took soda out of the cafeterias. And the reason we did it is because we felt as an organization, we had an obligation to not use our Kaiser Permanente dollars, which often come from our health plan members, to provide a product that we know is bad through research, okay? So it wasn't about this big moral thing or anything like that. It's because we had scientific evidence that shows the one product that you can directly relate to obesity these days is soda. And you can't say that about burgers, you can't say that about donuts, you can't say that about pizza, but you can say it about soda, okay? So that's why I said what I said about soda. So please, just know, you know, I literally sat back there and I'm kicking Regina, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that, I can't believe I said that. I need that video, you know. You guys are doing an amazing job. I wish I was more connected to you sooner. I feel really bad that I'm catching you at the end of your stay this summer. If there's anything, and I apologize for talking so much, I'll let Regina talk. If there's anything we can ever do for you, you know, please contact Trina, and you know, if we can come to your school, if we can talk, you know, we'd love to do that. I have a little treat for you all today that I want you to go back and wear proudly at your schools. And I also want to get you a really cool filtered water bottle that I have, because I think it's important that you start to walk the talk and really be an ambassador. And it's not about going back and pointing fingers and telling people what to do. It's about them seeing you living the healthy life and drinking water and eating fruits and vegetables. And sometimes through your actions, you can make a more powerful statement than by standing up and lecturing somebody. Because it takes people a lot of time to make change. But if you do something day after day after day, it becomes a habit and it becomes part of the culture, not only for you, but for all the people around you. So I just have such a tremendous amount of respect for you guys. And this has been a really tough week for us. We've dealt with all sorts of crazy issues. And I'm not kidding, you guys are gonna make me cry. Just my hat's off to you guys.
What I'll add is this is a dream come true for us, because we have been on this journey for a while and we get beat up, and this was such food for our soul today. I was your age, and I graduated from high school, I'll say it, 1974, do the math. And I'm having fun, I'm having more fun, and this is what we want. We have a hard time with the knucklehead adults who go, I'm an adult, I have the right to make this decision, and it's like, but you really are uninformed. And I wish we had known what we did. You know, I've gotten little messages from different people in my life, instructors, didn't really get it. Like I remember a college professor used to say, a moment on the lips, forever on the hips. And I'm like, what's he talking about? But now it makes sense. I had a track coach that when you were over there, those are those donuts you ate, you know, go ahead, throw them up, get them out, don't do it anymore. So you're getting the message early, and you're learning, and you're self-correcting. And you need to surround yourself with people that are like mine. You know, I'm more active. I do a lot of different things. And I find myself, my circle of friends is different. And my circle of friends that thought it was cool to go out for cocktails and go to a brunch and do things like that, I don't see them that much anymore. And frankly, the idea of going to a brunch and spending 3 hours eating is just So, you know, those are not the people that I spend time with, but I spend the time with the people that go out for a run. And there's a lot of groups, like I'm part of a group called Black Girls Run. And they have a walk before you run program. And they get people off the couch. and start walking. And we have nobody's ever left behind. So we invite everyone to come to our events. We're on Facebook. When we have an event, we go, we're gonna be back here at this time, and we wait till the last person comes back. It doesn't matter how long they take. We wait and we cheer them on to the finish. We go to races, we do events. I play golf, I'm taking up things. So I invite you to be active and find different ways. Walking is cheap. Tennis shoes, a bottle of water, hydrate. So just infuse activity, and you'll find your circle of friends changing. And it's not that you shun them, it's just that you choose to be surrounded with people that are supporting your good habits. And this is really a dream come true, to be able to see the next generation getting it sooner and making those changes. So we have a Get Fit Festival, you see the shirts, in September. And if you guys are interested in being there, we'd love to have you there September 20th in Irvine. We have a 5K, a 30-mile bike ride. We have a 6-person relay, so if you have 6 people you want to pull together to do 3 miles each twice, or just come out there for Zumba, yoga, or whatever, we like to have a good time. You want to share anything else?
Yeah, here's our offer to you if you'd like to come out to the Get Fit Festival, and even better if you'd like to do one of those events. We'll pay for it, okay? So if you want to come out, even better, you bring your friends and family. We'd love to see you there. I know Irvine may be some trouble for some of you guys, but it's a great day where you can try some new products. You can, we have some healthy food trucks coming with some different options. Even if you just want to sit and listen to the band that we have. We do Zumba, yoga, Pilates.
Kids
We've got
Zone.
all the Kids Zone, carnival games, so it's just a fun time. And we hope we see you there.
And I'll see you guys next week. Trina always knows how to find me. But really, you guys are food for our soul. You guys are our future. And so, you guys did it.
I know I have some interim students. Thank you for staying. Also, I wanted to recognize Michael Miller, because without Michael Miller, you guys would probably be standing up here, right, for the presentation. So thank you. And again, I want to recognize Debbie Curtin, who was the ROP teacher who allowed the students to be a part of this program and get some elective credits to take back to their schools. So I want to thank Debbie.